So I played a lot of World of Tanks, over 35,000 games to be precise, which also, conveniently, is the circumference of my forehead, in miles. 35,000. And only one of those games was featured on the Mighty Jingles' channel, which, 1 out of 35,000, that is not a bad ratio at all. And what it does tell me is that if you do anything 35,000 times, you are bound to succeed. Which means the next time I ask Lillian out, she will have to say yes. FBI, oh fuck. Over that period, I have developed a kinship with the game, but also I have developed questions motivated by my knowledge, because knowledge is power, and knowledge in this case has given me the power to see objectively that some areas of the game, well, they're just shit. So this video, I'm gonna just ask some random questions that basically are designed to spark conversation down in the comments, because conversation, engagement, questions, I get to learn, and it's awesome. So, question number 1. The mission campaigns, when they originally came into the game, were touted as personal missions. Now, can anyone tell me what is personal about this? Should we name it to RNG, the mission? I had one game where I did 6 in the quiz. The next game I hit just as many targets, I did 1. Awesome. Why, when undertaking the missions that require for both the primary and the secondary condition you to stun enemy vehicles for a certain amount of time or amount or that, this and whatever, does it count as a mission attempt when you don't play arty? Yeah, you heard that right. If you don't play an arty, it counts it as an attempt to complete a stunning mission. What? Why, in a mission that requires a certain amount of completions over a run of games, do I have to go in and manually reset my progress when I don't get it the first time? Surely it would be far more logical for it only to start counting these attempts after you complete it the first time. The Cromwell B has a significantly better traverse speed than the Cromwell. However, the Cromwell, having a slightly higher, and I mean very slightly higher, horsepower per ton, would accelerate faster. Yes, yes. Then why is that not the case? Like, at all? Why does the Cromwell B traverse slower on every single type of terrain, and why does it accelerate significantly faster than the Cromwell? Basically, what I'm saying is, why are these statistics wrong? And why have they been wrong for the past 3 years that the tank has been in the game? I'm saying no. When you are attempting to complete a stun mission for arty, that can be quite challenging, they can be quite tough. I've always thought that missions should encourage you to play the game as you normally do, but to an exceptional standard so as to not pervert the course of natural gameplay. However, when you are attempting one of these missions that requires you to stun for a certain period of time, Alliance 9, if you kill a tank, you get nothing. You've wasted that entire shell. You've made no progress towards your mission. What this means is that if you are playing an arty with a significant reload, which most of them have, you are actively encouraged to avoid taking any shot that's going to kill an enemy tank, because you're going to fuck yourself over because you get nothing for that shell because the tank is dead. Why is there not a flat amount of stun awarded for a kill to encourage people to actually play the game and not avoid doing that because they're gonna fail the mission? That's dumb. Why does Alliance 9 exist? It is the hardest, most impossible to complete mission in the entire game, bar none. To give some perspective, let's look at the Object 260 missions. A single challenging mission that you have to do one game, one really good game in arty, stun enemy vehicles for 180 seconds. That's a challenging thing to do, right? For one game. Well, if you want to complete the second journey for Alliance 9, you have to do that 10 games in a row. 10 games in a row. If you want to complete the primary, 150 seconds. 10 games in a row. It is very, very rare for you to stun vehicles for 150 seconds or more. And incredibly rare in today's climate with wheeled light tanks gallivanting about the place, fucking clown cars just coming in like, hello, Wallst on a mission. Oh, hi, clown car, how are you? Why are you killing me? Stop it. Alliance 9 is fundamentally flawed, broken, stupid, and asinine. And if anyone has ever completed the secondary condition, I will eat my own bun. Why do wheeled light tanks have better camo than basically every other light tank in the game? I tell you what, wheeled light tanks have a lot of things. Subtlety and nuance in their gameplay is not fucking one of them. I'm of the opinion personally that these tanks are toxic for gameplay, and I feel like they should be removed. You may be wondering why I'm ending every sentence with an upward inflection, and it's because for the next point, I questioned Mark. I made a severe error in judgment. He was disinclined to acquiesce to my request, which kind of ruined the joke, Mark. So just for that, I'm going to leave the link to your Twitch page and YouTube channel in the description and tell my viewers to go over and see if they like your content. I'll show you. Mark, I did see that tweet of yours about what kind of content you should produce during these troubled times, and I thought I'd make a suggestion. You could do a makeup review. As in, how to make up for leaving Steve to die in the cold wilderness of water tanks at the merciless hands of wargaming, you bastard! Why do you keep selling overpowered tanks? You've said in the past that tanks like the Heifer, tanks like the E25, tanks like the Panzer IIJ are bad for the game balance, bad for the game meta, bad. So why are you selling them? I mean, we know why. I'm just kind of being patronizing here. But is your integrity for sale as a games company? I mean, it's blatant and transparent that you try so hard, and fail by the way, to find that perfect balance between, you know, exploiting your player base and the balance of your game and making money. And you know, I personally feel it shows a potent lack of integrity to say what you have done and try and create this environment where overpowered tanks are hyped up and valued and people will pay loads of money for them because you have removed them from the game, because they are overpowered. I disagree with that fundamentally on a moral level. And quite frankly, when you keep selling them, shame on you for making money, you business. It felt empty without the E25. What, your wallet? Why are you still selling the IS-6? Call it classic, not old. No, I'll call it what it is. Shit, out of meta, pretty much useless. The only people who buy that tank are people who are not knowledgeable enough to know that it's absolutely outclassed by the vast majority of tanks that it is going to face. Tier 8 is fucking premium land. Every single game has at least half as many premiums as regular tech tree tanks in it. The overabundance of premium tanks in the meta, in the gameplay at the moment is So why are you still selling it? You know it's out of meta. You know it's a waste of money. You said before you don't like preferential matchmaking tanks. Why are you still selling this when the target audience for something like this are those players who don't know that it's bad? It seems shitty to me. Why does the French Tier 6 105mm cannon have 30 more alpha damage with premium shells with higher pen? the premium shells are just better in every way. I mean, I know that's true of most premium shells, but it's especially true of the premium shell that just for some reason, best known to Serve's penis, has 30 more alpha damage. Because of reasons. Why does this tier 3 French TD have better view range than these two tier 10 light tanks? Why does this tier 5 RT have the same view range as these tier 10 light tanks? Why do RT exist in a state where I have to spend over 60,000 experience on a gun that provides me with a significantly worse reload for the blessing of 3 additional millimeters of pen, no other differences except a nice bonus to aim time? If anyone thinks that is worth 65,000 XP's worth of RT gameplay, you are very, very ill. Tangentially, why do RT require across the board the highest amount of XP to progress through them when they consistently receive the lowest amount of XP of any class in the entire game because they are never spotting their own targets? Why are they the most expensive class if they receive the least amount of XP? Why are the T26E5 and the T26E5 Patriot different tanks? One's painted, one's not. But they're the same tank! I have a personal beef with that, because when my lovely viewers a couple of years ago were attempting to help me get a Type 59 by buying me boxes, I didn't get a Type 59 on stream. What I did, however, get was a T25E6 Patriot. And then I got a T25E6. I got the same bloody tank, but without paint on it. Why is the STG and the STG Guard a different tank? Why is the 252 and the Defender a different tank? No idea. When a 155mm gun fires HE, it has the same kinetic energy as a flatulent nuclear bomb. So why is it stopped in its tracks by a picket fence? Stuff to think of. In any case, thank you very much everyone for watching. I hope you found this informative or interesting or engaging. Do check out the other content. Come see me live on Twitch. I play all the tanks, and I'm going to be less salty these days because I've decided that the missions have no place in my heart on stream, and that's going to take a weight off my shoulders. Shabby gorgeous. So I look forward to seeing you then, if you can pop in. If not, have a wonderful week. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, and farewell.